this place called again? Huh? Hi, I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist here in FM20, where just moments ago the home team defeated title challengers TNS. This result, coupled with their draw against Pennybont last weekend, means that Bala Town could clinch a third Welsh title when the two teams meet next week. I'm Chaz Hogan, somewhere in Wales. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 3, Episode 13, unlucky for some, of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today, thanks to this result from FM20, we have a chance to beat the New Saints and win the league title. We're also going to be playing Caernarfon or Caernarfon, or however the hell you say it, in the Welsh Cup semi-final. So let's hope we can make a really good episode with a cup final and a league title under our belts. We kind of lucked out a little bit here, I think. They missed the penalty, dominated the game, but this coupled with a 0-0 draw they had at Pennybont meant that they are now in a position where if they lose to us, they will what's the word they're looking for? They will relinquish their chances of a league title. That'll do. That's a big word. That makes me sound smart. Alright, let's have a look how we've been doing though. A lot to catch you up on, starting with our match at home to Pennybont. We took a 10th minute lead, Neto crossing for Follerin. And we sealed the points before the break after another Follerin header. This time it was Newton with the delivery. Comfortable win, we deserved it. Not the easiest win, you can see they did have some of the game, but Sam Follerin with a double, and we'll see a lot more of him this recap. Let me tell you what a form he's been on for us. But yeah, comfortable 3 points, job done. Next up we played Bengal City. This was the Welsh Cup quarterfinal. Spoiler alert, we win. We went in front when Follerin picked out the run of Bus and Brew. But Bangor pulled level on the stroke of half-time when Ollie Denham gave away the ball. Henry Jones put us back in front, nodding in Glennon's knockdown. But Bangor pulled us back again and sent the tie into extra time with a long-range stunner. But we got ourselves into the final four via Neto's head. But we only just won. I mean, it's obvious that we won because we had the semi-final, isn't it? I didn't really think that through in the intro, did I? But there we go. This was a weird game. We always seem to be in control of it. You can see from the match ratings, we were the better team. We had the better players. Denham with that stupid giveaway for their first goal didn't help things. But Bus and Brew, Jones and Neto with the goals. Yeah, like I say, it always felt like we were going to win. We just made very, very hard work of things. Next up, it was FM20. Let's see how we did against the conquerors of the New Saints. We took the lead when Waite picked out Follerin and secured the points when Neto slid the ball in the back of the net. So a similar sort of match it looked like, to the one the New Saints had. We couldn't score to save ourselves either. Look at that, 23 shots, 4 on target. But Follerin and Neto did get the ball in the back of the net. They went down to 10 men late on as well, which helped. But just getting the job done. Not necessarily playing well, but 2-0, comfortable win. The final game to catch you up on, it's another game against Bengal City, this time in the league. We took an early lead through a Sam Follerin stunner. And we wrapped up the points in first half stoppage time as Follerin continued his amazing goal-scoring form. So there we go, Sam Follerin again. What a goal that first one was, and secured the points for us before the break. Again, just a comfortable win for us. We dominated the game. We struggled to stick the ball in the back of the net. Now, you may have noticed Bus and Brew was missing for most of those games. He actually injured himself. So we did have to get through most of the games in between episodes without our leading scorer. And of course, Chris McKee having left the club now, that was a little bit of a problem. So here we go. We're at home to Caernarfon in the semi-final of the Welsh Cup. I know I was going to show the Bangor game, but I figured we'd rather see a semi-final and then a chance to win the league against the New Saints. That game was actually moved because of the Caernarfon game there. I think we played a couple of friendlies because we've had about 2 weeks off since last game. Premier League Brighton only beat us 3-2, which was not a bad effort, I didn't think. If we have a quick look at the league table, we can see here, this is why we have a chance to win the league, because after this game, there'll be 3 games to go, as you can see, against Caernarfon, FM20, and Pennybont for us, and we have a chance to move, what are we? We're currently 7 points clear, so we would go 10 points clear, 3 games to play. That is obviously enough. A draw would possibly be enough, and even a loss, let's face it. I'll be really annoyed if we don't win it from here. Now, there is one other piece of big news to catch you up on since last episode, and that is our youth intake, which we've had. And our youth intake, which, let's be honest, was extremely disappointing. Is that all of them? I wonder if these are the guys we haven't offered contracts to yet. Either way, it was a very, very disappointing youth intake. Let's see here. If we go by age, there's obviously some senior players that have come down to get match fitness here. Yeah, Buckland was, excuse me, he was last season. Maybe these guys are... Anyway, there was nothing. There was really, really nothing. This guy was here. Okay, so he was the most highly rated, I think. Derbyshire, you can see nothing there. The one player that maybe did look like he might have something was at Cameron, dribbling of 10. But it was really disappointing. Now, part of that is going to be the fact that we're getting better as a club. So what these guys may have been 4 or 5 star potential players, 2 seasons ago, but because we're getting better compared to the players that we have now, they don't look as good. But I was quite disappointed considering the money that we've put into getting youth coaching and whatnot. I thought we might do a little bit better there. But not to be. But there we go. That was the youth intake. Nothing to see here pretty much. So let's go and have a look at what we're up against here in Caernarfon. If I just can get back to the match preview screen. Here we go. We are the favourites for this one. We've had a really tough time against them, but their form has absolutely collapsed in a heap recently. To the point, you may have noticed in the league table, they're only a point ahead of FM20. They may find themselves falling out of a European spot very, very shortly here. But, of course, this is all about the Cup, not the league. If we have a look at what we're expecting here, Craig Harrison coach team, a passing adventurous team. We know about them because we played them a lot lately and we haven't beaten them for a while. So I'm a little bit concerned. We can see there the heat map, quite narrow. We're going to try something a little bit different against them here and hopefully get a better result. This is the team we're sending out. It's Gray in goal. It's Glennon, Lewis, Williams, and Bakari as the back 4. Vieira and Parsons go in midfield. Follerin, the goal-scoring machine right now down the right with Waite and Neto on the left. Buston Brew back fit, goes up top. You can see here in the average ratings the last 5 games, no one really in midfield particularly is playing. They're playing over 7. Buston Brew's forms hit a bit of a bump as well. Yeah, so let's hope we recapture some of our best form here. So yeah, the plan here is we're going to try and attack them down the flanks. You can see that they were kind of narrow in midfield for their passing, so we're going to try and do that, hopefully get the best of them. What does Lewin say? Tell them to do this for the fans. They've lost... let's try and pile on the misery here. They've lost 3 of their last 5 games. Let's do that. Now, while we're waiting for the game to start, a big thank you to James Mulroon, I think it was, for suggesting a play to look at Teo Aiden in the comments. It might have been an episode or 2 ago, I think. Apologies, mate. I did forget to mention to mention it. Unfortunately, we can't scout in England, so I've added him to my short list, and I'm hoping after this season we'll have enough money in sort of transfer budgets and whatnot that we can look to expand our scouting range into at least the UK, if not beyond. And then once we've done that, then we'll be able to give him a proper scout. But he looked a decent suggestion. He's at Blackpool right now. So we'll definitely have a look at that. Midfield somewhere I think we do need to upgrade. Bakari in a little bit of space there. Finds Follerin. Thinks it in. Buston Brew. Can he pull it back? Oh, James Waite. What a goal that was. What vision it was by Buston Brew. And we know that James Waite just... It's like the ball has a magnet from his foot into the back of the net. Excellent stuff. A nice early goal in the 4th minute. And exploiting the flanks here, that looks as though it's going to stretch them. And we look a decent team when we have some space in the middle, don't we? Buston Brew, look at that pass. That's stunning. And Waite, no mistake. Goalkeeper had no idea. Probably screened by his defender there as well, if we're being completely fair to the goalkeeper. But it's 1-0. We're dominating the game. And are we going back to the Welsh Cup final? Because we got... try that again. We missed out, didn't we, on the Welsh League Cup, which was disappointing. Williams heads that away. Follerin. Look at the space he has. Look at the speed he's got as well. We're going to try and get him in permanently next season, I think. Following, that final touch. Just let him down. He'd done all the hard work. Saw the goal, eyes lit up, and then he basically tripped over the ball, didn't he? Highlight continues, though. Can we do something a little bit more patient? That's a horrible pass out by Gray. Don't do this to me, boys. Oh, and that's 1-1. And Louis Gray, as brilliant as he has been at times this season, that was poor. Will demand a little bit more. And a game that it looked like we were dominating. What is he doing with that pass? Just go short to your centre-backs. Go out to your full-backs. Anything. Just lump it upfield. Don't pass it there. You've got to have better vision than that, mate. 13th goal of the season for Dylan Bollard. So he's decent, obviously. We've come straight back. And what's going to happen here? Are we going to peg them straight back and go in front? Or are they going to indeed cap off a horrible couple of minutes here for us. Folleran's got space again. That's the end for Bust and Brew. Bust and Brew is very patient this game, isn't he? Bust and Brew back and just over the bar. Maybe while he was injured, he's been watching some Messi videos or something. If he can add assists to his goals, imagine the player will have. He'll win the Ballon d'Or. Bakari, decent cross in. Neto can't quite win that one. Glennon loses out eventually to Ap Gareth, who's been the destroyer of Bala recently, hasn't he? But we keep possession. Vieira has it. Vieira, crossfield ball, looking for Folleran. Folleran knocks it on. It's Bust and Brew. Bust and Brew holds off the defender. And again, can't find its way into the back of the net. At 1-1, it's still right there, isn't it? We really want to go back in front if we can. Parsons, back to Folleran. Out to Neto. Can he get a cross in? He's done well, and it's blocked behind for another Bala Town corner. Come on, boys. Let's go back in front here. Decent ball in again, and Rhys Williams cannot keep his header down, and it is still 1-1. Oh, Williams again. At least at the other end, he can keep the ball out. That's the main thing. Bollard has it. Back for Molloy. Oh, it's Ap Gareth, and he puts it over the bar. He's just been... I almost signed him. I think I said this before. I almost signed him in the summer, just so other teams couldn't get him, and I really wish I had, because no matter who he played... I think he was at Affinlido before this. Last season, and he was killing us there as well. And it just seems every time we come up against him, he's one of these guys that, a little bit like Gosset for us, defies his attributes and just seems to destroy us every time he plays us. Relatively poor, I'm going to say that. I'm going to be aggressive and say far from pleased. Again, we're finding ourselves in a really, really tough game against Caernarfon, or I don't know. That mistake was unacceptable. Make up for it, please, Louis Gray. I'm thinking we might take Connor Parsons off. Glennon's not having a great game in the centre of defence. Sorry, he's at left back, isn't he? We don't really have anybody else. We'd have to move Lewis over, and Lewis is an even worse left back than Glennon, to be honest. All right, what can we do here? Do we go attacking? We probably should. It's one of these where we're dominating the game. We just need to put chances away, and we've struggled to do that all season. Domestically anyway. Here we go with a corner to defend. Away, please, boys. Rhys Williams is there again. Goes to Ap Gareth. He plays it back in, and he scored again against us. He is the destroyer of everything we try to do. Okay. Get stuck in. Let's go put more pressure on them. No, let's continue to counter press. And are we going to find ourselves again denied of a cup? Rhys Williams missed an interception. Now, was that from the shot? It did look a weak shot. It didn't look completely convincing. I mean, could he have blocked it? I think the keeper probably should have done a little bit better, to be honest. Let's get creative here, boys. Let's settle down. And I'm going to take Connor Parsons off because I've just not been impressed by him. So let's get him off. Let's get the big man, Backheel Benny, on. We've been trying to keep match sharpness going, but it's been really, really tough, to be honest. We just haven't had enough games, and the under-19s aren't playing enough games or enough friendly games to enable us to play them there. And it's another one of these games where we're dominating and we can't score. And I've tried doing chance conversion training, as I've been complaining about all season. We don't have enough training sessions to do everything. But I have done chance conversion training because it's just screaming out as a weakness, and we still are struggling here. Neto, what can he do? He runs straight into the defender. I wonder if we try taking off wingers. It's a good tackle there from Glennon. Vieira can't quite get to it, though. And Ap Gareth, you can go to hell, mate. Oh, he's missed that one. We're going to go two up top here. We are going to go to this formation. I don't really want to take Folleran off, to be honest, but we don't have a choice. We're going to bring you on. We're going to stick someone up here. We're going to bring Henry Jones on. Make that change there. Let's get a ball winner in there. Let's try to have someone snapping into tackles for us. Henry Jones. Mazzella on attack. Perhaps. And Backheel Benny, deep line playmaker, please, mate. Let's get Waite forward. Let's get I think a pressing forward is maybe a good idea to try and put some pressure on them. And Bust and Brew there as well. And quick game's a good game, I know, but let's just try and make sure we're doing this properly. Let's not exploit the middle because we've seen that they are quite narrow. Let's push up. We've got to get stuck in and really close them down urgently here. All right, desperate dice have been cast. Let's see what we can do. And they just continue to just haunt us, don't they? Glennon is looking not particularly confident there. We should be on attacking. Come on, snap into a tackle. Back post. Oh, and that's going to do it. Is he offside? No, he's not. And it's up Gareth again, and we're just going to buy him. We're just going to buy him. Can I click on his name there? Make bid. Make offer. Go. Just come and rot in our reserves, please, mate. There we go. Had enough of him. And that's that. I don't see a way for us back here. Let's try encourage. I don't know. It's a poor effort from Glennon. He is strong in the air as well, and he's been made look like an absolute midget there. He's got 15 jumping reach. Like, come on, mate. What's going on here? How are we losing this game 3-1? I mean, that's the big question, isn't it? Can we get one back and maybe set it up for a grandstand finish? We were winning this game as well. Serafino, second chance. Headed away. Backheel Benny's there. What can he do? He finds Vieira. There's still time. If we can score here, there's 3 minutes to go and win it. Or not win it, tie it up. Serafino back for Waite. Back for Vieira. Oh! It's maybe just not meant to be. Back post. It's a horrible header. Reece Williams keeps it in play. Bakari gets a second shot at it. It's not the best. It's across there, though, for Lewis. Shot blocked. And here we go, up Gareth again. And as I said, I've just had enough of this guy. He's gonna sign for us, and he's gonna rot in our reserves as punishment. Unbelievable. I don't know how to beat this team. I've got to say, they've given us a harder time than Azad Alkmaar did. I mean, it was a horrible performance, but yeah, I've got to hold my hands up. I don't know how to beat them. Yeah. It's currently... You will sign for us, mate, and you will rot in our reserves. Mark my words. Anyway, guys, right there. I'm really sorry about that. I don't know how to beat them, which is concerning. But we can have a league title to win. We go to the New Saints next. Okay, guys, welcome back. Let's put that behind us and go win a league title here. Now, we really want to make sure that we're not losing this game, because if we were to do that, we have Caernarfon coming up next, and we know what they do to us. That could potentially close this gap that is currently 7 points down to 1 point, which would leave us with a game against Afenlido and Pennybont with a 1 point lead. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we're getting the job done here now and hopefully comfortably as well. We know what to expect from the New Saints. Scott Rusco coach team, a balanced standard playing style. They always play the 4-5-1, very predictable in that sense. This is the team we're sending out. We're going back to the European formation. I've gone down all the players here that aren't playing well lately. I've had a word to them. Pick your form up, please, boys. The only one that didn't react well was the goalkeeper, which is worrying because he's almost the worst one of all of them. Though, to be fair, a 6-7 for a goalkeeper maybe isn't that bad. But yeah, we're going to this formation, and hopefully, again, we're going to get the result we need. So it's Gray in goal. It's Newton coming in to play left back, or left wing back, with Lewis, with Glennon, Williams, and Bakari as the back five. It's Vieira and Gosset in midfield. It's Waite in behind, Allmark and Buss and Brew. Let's go win a title, boys. Come on. Just one change I saw after I sort of threw to the thing there. Bakari was match fatigued, so we brought Follerin into play a little bit further, more advanced on the right side there. So that's just one change that I've made because Bakari is match fatigued. I'm curious to see how Gosset does here. He can't do much worse than Parsons, who, let's be honest, has completely gone off the boil. I'm going to try and take the pressure right off here. Go and play a natural game here, boys. I wonder, looking back now, if the aggressive halftime team talk in the Cup semi-final was just silly on my part. But there we go. I think the problem I have with team talk is that I think we should be winning every game in the league now by like 6 goals. Whereas the players they're not necessarily there yet. So I think maybe the team talks on my part need to be better. And that's a stunning goal. And it is not the start we wanted. Boys, come on. Let's show some passion here now. And let's pull our fingers out of our backsides and start scoring some friggin' goals, please. And defending properly as well. Is there much more we could have done there? Follerin dropping back in. I'm not quite sure why he's playing centre-back, to be honest. Sometimes our defensive shape really just... I have to question it. I've got to be honest. Why is Follerin at centre-back? He's on the right side. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get creative here. We're looking anxious. Perfect. That's just what I wanted. Gossé and Glennon. The captain and probably our most experienced player. Boys, no pressure here. Relax. What is this? Oh, it's a miracle we win anything at times, honestly. Come on, boys. What are we doing with ourselves? Here we go. Follerin with a throw. Back for Gossé. Follerin. Header. No, not quite there. Wait! Just over the bar. Let's exploit the middle. Let's slow it down. Come on, boys. Calm down. Still uninterested. I don't know what to do at half time. Do I shout at them or maybe I'll just say unlucky. Can we say unlucky? Alright, there we go. That seems to have relaxed and motivated them. Get creative. Why are we looking nervous? We're going to have to make subs. Bust and Brew's having a nightmare. If we can keep it to 1, that would be helpful. You're trying to take the pressure off, and it's really, really not worked. We're arguably worse in this game than we were when I yelled at them and told them they were rubbish. All right, Bust and Brew, done. Backheel Benny, come on, win me a game, mate. You're on for Romario Vieira. And Wait is having a nightmare, so we're going to have to bring Henry Jones on for him. All right, triple sub. We've gone full Mourinho. What can we do? Is there anything in this game for us? Get creative, boys. We need to change something because this clearly isn't working. All right. Let's go back to this. No, not that one. That one. Follerin, go and play up there for me, please, mate. We've got to try and pigeonhole everybody in here now, don't we? Allmark, go up there. What do we do with Glennon at right back? All right, let's maybe switch them around, perhaps. Newton as a left foot only. Left foot only. All right, so let's put Newton there. I wonder if we can play him as an inverted... No, let's just play as a fullback, mate. Go and have fun on your left foot. We have to change something, don't we? Because it's just clearly not working right now. Let's pause it there. We've got 15 minutes here to try and save this. All right, let's not exploit the flanks. Let's keep all that the same. Let's counter press. Let's get stuck in. Let's really go at them. Come on, boys. What has happened to our team? When we need them to really step up, they just continue to trip, don't they? Oh, we've done it again. We've had a horrible, horrible episode, and we didn't register a shot on goal. That is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely outrageously bad. New Saints grab deserved win. It's difficult to argue. All marks on a goal drought. Serafino set for a pay increase. That's fine because his contract's up at the end of the year anyway. And just like that, suddenly the gap is down to 4 points. We have Caernarfon to come next, who we haven't beaten in, it seems like, this season at all. And it looks like the season's going to come down to the wire. So, guys, I'm really sorry. Friendlies don't really count, but 4 games in a row. And it's looking as though it could be a little bit tough from here. I don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't. Sympathy thumbs up. Let's hope we get the job done. We'll come back tomorrow and try and get it done against Caernarfon and Afan Lido. Until then, guys, I've been Aussieville, and thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry.